Baba is the ocean of forgiveness, and Baba is teaching us what forgiveness is. And Baba says forgiveness is having mercy for everyone, and when we continue to give everyone blessings. Now you see, this word forgiveness is very beautiful, because if you break it, it becomes forgiving. So forgiving is forgiving. And Baba says forgiving means giving everyone blessings, having mercy and giving everyone blessings. Now you see, even if we have, something in our memory or in our heart which is the opposite of forgiveness, and there is, somebody's act, something that happened in the past that we are holding inside, and we have not let go of that, then what happens is my heart is closed and I do not have the capacity to give blessings to everyone. Yes, it may be something very small, but if you're holding on to it, you see, just like if it's something very small, but you're holding it tight in your fist, then your hand is not open and it cannot give anyone what they need. So Baba says similarly, when we have something in our heart which we have not let go, then my heart doesn't have the capacity to be merciful and bless everyone. And have you seen that, it could be something very small. I saw this one Mata, and she was, whenever, it's not even about blessings. Whenever there was an opportunity to appreciate anybody, then she would, instantly say, what is there to appreciate in this? I can also do this. I can do better than this. And we have done so much. Nobody appreciated us. So, she couldn't give anybody any appreciation. And then one day, and because it was her, this had become a nature. So everybody around, they felt it was a little strange. And then one day I made her sit down and I asked her, is there something in your heart that you want to say? So she said, no, there's nothing. And then slowly, gradually, I told her, just, have yoga with Baba. And then one day she was having yoga with Baba and she was sitting and meditating and she cried after a long time. And that's when your heart melts and those tears come out. And then I made her sit down and I asked her, why were you crying in yoga today? And then she said, nothing. I said, no, you share. So then she said, Didi, when I was very little, then I did a lot and my brother didn't do that much, but I was never appreciated. And whatever I did, it just went like, oh, this is normal, everybody does it. And then my brother was appreciated for very little things. And then I had this, I felt really bad. And then when I met Baba, today I felt like Baba really values me and Baba appreciates me. Today when I was sitting in yoga, I had this experience that after so long, such a long wait, I have really found somebody who values me and appreciates me, because neither my parents appreciated, nor my husband, nor my children. Nobody appreciated. And then, I told her, you see, this is when your heart melts. And I asked her, are you aware that you also don't appreciate anybody? So she said, no, I'm not like that. So I said, no, if you look deeply, when you have hurt inside and you've not let go of that, you've not forgiven, and then you can't give. That's the sign of somebody who has not forgiven. And then I told her, don't stop, just keep having this good yoga with Baba and keep letting your heart thaw. And then after maybe 5 years, 6 years, I saw there was a little change, and she could give appreciation to somebody. And but it's a long journey. It doesn't happen overnight. And if it happens overnight, it's temporary. It's not going to last. So maybe, under some influence you change overnight, but that doesn't last. But slowly, gradually, when we remember the ocean of forgiveness and how, Baba forgives everything, and then, we have the capacity to forgive and let go of all the hurt and pain and resentment that we are holding inside. And then, the heart grows big. And then this heart can be merciful and it can give blessings to everyone. And also, the most important thing is you give yourself the freedom. So, forgiving is not only about giving others blessings or mercy, but also giving yourself the freedom to be free, from all that you were holding inside. So, this is true forgiveness. And I'll also share another incident. There was this one brother, and he told me that he has blocked somebody on phone, and then he didn't like the way he spoke, so he just blocked him. And then I told him, no, but you should be able to forgive and let go, and this is not okay. It's been a while, so just let go. Then he said, okay, I'll unblock, but if he talks, I won't talk back to him. I don't want to engage anymore. So I said, but have you forgiven? So he said, no, I have forgiven, but I don't want to see his face ever, or I don't want to talk to him ever. So I said, that's not forgiveness, because you see, if you have forgiven, and it's not just about that person alone, but if you have not forgiven everything and everyone, if you have not forgiven everything and your heart is not empty, then you are not capable of giving. You can't give love, appreciation, blessings, good wishes. You can't give to anybody. So this block we have to identify, and we have to now have true forgiveness. So this is one thing. And you see, every guna, every virtue is a capacity within ourselves. It's not like, sometimes in religions we have rituals where we just write, we are seeking forgiveness from everyone today and send it out to everybody. But that's not forgiveness, If somebody just gives you a long list of what you did to them after that, I don't know whether you will be forgiving enough or not, or your heart would be, giving them blessings. But it's not a ritual, it's a capacity. And this capacity of a virtue, any power, you get from Baba. So the more you consider yourself to be a soul and just have this union with Baba, where you draw in Baba's qualities and powers, then you arrive at that stage where your heart is like Baba's heart and you have the capacity to be merciful and give blessings to everyone. So this is one thing. So practice forgiveness, practice, thinking about Baba, how he forgives everything. Yes, does Baba hold anything in his heart against any of us? No, he has nothing against anybody. And just think about how much we spoke ill about Baba in bhakti. We said he gives sorrow, that he's omnipresent, he's in dirt and filth, and he's doing all the wrongdoings and stuff like that. So we have insulted Baba like nobody has insulted us. But still, Baba has this heart that he has nothing against and only love and blessings for his children. So when you know that this is Baba and this is how he loves me and accepts me and blesses me, and then you know that you are Baba's child and you have the same capacity as Baba, but you have to sit and dwell on these things. It doesn't happen like you just thought and it came to you. You have to sit and dwell on these things, that I'm just like my Baba in form, in essence, and my Baba has such a big heart and forgiveness, and I also have this capacity. And then you let go of everything. Your heart melts in yoga, and then you are able to give blessings to everyone, come what may. So this is one thing. And then today Baba talks about being nashto moha, free from attachment. And you see, attachment and sorrow and peacelessness, they go together. So what is the sign of attachment? The sign of attachment is sorrow. And what is the sign of detachment? The sign of detachment is not indifference. Sometimes people think that detachment means I don't care. But if there is no care, there is no love. And love is the quality of the soul. So of course you care. But when things don't go your way, you are not sorrowful. So it's not like while everything is there, you don't care for it. If you don't care for it, then you're not loveful. And love is a quality of the soul. So caring, having a sense of belonging, having acceptance for everyone around, that's a sign of love. And love is my essence, so I can't let go of that. But what is the sign of detachment? So you cared for everything and everyone, you nurture everything, but when they don't go your way, then you don't lose your peace, you are not sorrowful. That's a sign of detachment. So you try until you can, you do the best possible, but you don't lose heart, or you don't lose your peace and happiness when things don't go your way. That's the sign of detachment. So do you want to be detached now? Yes, because many people have a problem with this word detachment, because they think that being detached is being callous and indifferent and saying, go to hell, I don't care. But that is not detachment. And because we don't understand detachment, we think that attachment is a good idea. But detachment has all the ingredients of attachment: love, care, concern, nurturing, everything is there. Just that when they don't go your way, you're not sorrowful, you don't lose your peace. And when you want to be detached, what is the method? So Baba speaks of two methods. First method is you become a trustee. You surrender everything to Baba. So, you're very clear that the body, mind, wealth, relationships, everything belongs to Baba. You have given it to Baba. Have you given everything to Baba? Have you surrendered everything to Baba? Do you have clarity that your body, mind, wealth and relationships, they belong to Baba? And when you give it to Baba, what does Baba tell you? Baba says, now you take it, keep it in trust and take care of it. Yes, so Baba will not take it. What will Baba do? So Baba, when you give everything to Baba, Baba makes you a trustee. And Baba tells you to take care of it like a trustee. And what is the sign of a trustee? A trustee never uses anything that belongs to the owner without permission. Yes, and a trustee has no problem with any profit and loss because the profit and loss belongs to the owner. So Baba says, when you become a trustee like this, then when you say my body, then the body is ill, you are sad. But when you know this body belongs to Baba, then what do you say? Baba, it's your body. You want to use it, don't use it, don't use it. I have no problem. And in this way, you are not sorrowful when the body has an ailment. You know that if Baba has to use it, he will heal it. If not, it's okay with you because it anyways belongs to Baba. And you are taking everything from Baba. So your treasure house is full. So you don't need anything from the body. You don't need anything from the mind or the wealth or the relationships. So if Baba is nurturing it, good. Doesn't, no problem. And when you have this trusty attitude, you become really free from sorrow and peacelessness. And I remember, whenever I have a fever or a cold or a cough or whatever, I just tell Baba, Baba, I'm here at your service. You want to use me, use me. Otherwise, no problem. I'm good. And then, the fever would go away when there is class or wherever there is any seva, then everything will be fine. Or, at least Baba will give me the strength to operate with it, notwithstanding. So this is how you become very carefree when you have this attitude of a trustee. But just think about, have you really surrendered everything to Baba? And when you have, then you have no attachment to anything whatsoever. You're using everything, you're making it grow, but even if things don't go your way, never mind, because it belongs to the owner anyway. And then the second thing is, Baba says, when you first try and make the effort to have all relationships with Baba and feel everything from Baba. So what do we need? Every soul needs knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss and power. And you use your body, mind, wealth and relationships to give you an experience of these things. Correct? This is how it goes. You get temporary happiness, temporary love, temporary peace, and that's why you become attached to the source of love, peace, happiness, or a sense of power. So you become attached to your limited body, mind, wealth and relationships because you feel that they are giving you what you, the soul, need. Yes, but when you understand that these sources are empty and impermanent, And when you connect with the real and permanent source, and the more you follow Baba's Srimad and have yoga with Baba, then you start taking all your nourishment from Baba. And when you have this nourishment from Baba, then you become very detached from all other sources. Just like, when your stomach is full, you don't have any attraction towards food. And when it is empty, you have so much attraction and an attachment towards food. Similarly, when the soul's stomach is full, then you don't have any attachment to body, mind, wealth, and relationships. And then, come what may, things change around you, you are very stable in that situation. And you take care of it, you try to improve it, but you are unaffected by it. They don't make you lose your happiness and peace. So, these are the methods to be free from attachment. And then today Baba talks about taking care of your flame, taking care of your lamp. And what is the lamp? The lamp is the light of the soul. So, does the light of the soul always shine, or does it flicker? Yes? What do you think? Are you taking care of the lamp, or is it flickering all the time? And you see, people say that when somebody dies, then there is a ritual in India that you burn the lamp, the diya, for 12 days. And they say that this diya has to be protected, and this diya doesn't have to go off. And what do? You take care to keep refilling it. Yes, somebody is appointed as a duty that you take care that this doesn't extinguish, and you keep refilling it whenever required. And that diya, when it is constantly lighting for 12 days, they believe that the soul that has left the body will find its path. But Baba says that's not true, because somebody else lighting a diya for the soul, when the soul is already out of the body, will not make the soul find the path. But if you take care while you are in the body to keep this diya or light of the soul alight, and then you take care that it never flickers, it doesn't go out of light, then when you leave the body, you will find the path. Yes, and many a times, when somebody leaves the body, then people ask us, what do you think is their onward journey? Where do you think they will be? And I have never met that soul while they were in the body. But the children or the spouse will come and ask, where are they now, or what is their destiny henceforth? And I always tell them, what were they like as a person when they were alive? So they say, that was a good person, or, very angry, or something like that. They would tell some characteristics. So I always tell them they will find a path according to how they were when they were alive. And this is what's important. And Baba says that take care that your lamp is not extinguished. And for that, what do? You keep refilling it with the, with the oil of knowledge and yoga. So when there is continuous refilling of knowledge and yoga, then this light always shines. And when you don't fill it with knowledge and yoga, then the oil is over and the lamp is extinguished. And what does Maya do? Maya stops you from refilling it. Yes, because if you're continuously listening to knowledge and doing yoga, then your lamp will always be lighted, and then Maya can't deceive you. So Maya does the first thing, miss class, and Maya will stop you from having yoga. What will Maya say? Join 10 minutes late. No, only yoga will be missed. What is the problem? You will anyways listen to the class. Or Maya will say, if you attend 3 classes in a week, good enough, no problem. There is no need to attend all 7 classes. So these are the ways in which Maya stops you from refilling the light, the refilling your lamp and making it shine all the time. And if you don't pay attention to regular Murlian class, and if you don't pay attention to regular yoga, then you will not even know when Maya has deceived you. And what does it look like when Maya deceives you? So when Maya deceives you, then you have self-doubt, then you come into fear, then you become attracted, then you feel all the negative emotions that you feel. And these things happen. Why are you not able to experience the super sensuous joy that Baba is giving us? So Baba is the ocean of peace. Baba is ocean of joy. But we, his children, if we are not able to feel the peace, the joy, the power that we should feel in Brahmin life, then Maya is robbing us. And how does Maya rob us? First, by making us not pay attention to Murli and Yoga. And what happens when you have the power of knowledge and yoga? So knowledge makes you have the right attitude towards everything. Knowledge is what sets your attitude right. And yoga is what gives you the power to put that attitude into action. Yes, if you see something from a distorted angle, then what you see is not what it is. And when you want to see everything the way it is, when you want to see the truth, you need the filter of knowledge. Yes, so let's say you miss the Murli many days, or one day, or 2 days, or whatever. And then there's an episode where somebody is shouting at you. Then what's your attitude? He's a bad person shouting at me. And this person has bad sanskars. Is it not knowledgeful attitude? Of course he has bad sanskars. But what is the right attitude? The right attitude is they don't have bad sanskars, they have weak sanskars. Right? But you will not be able to have compassion, and you will not be able to look at it as someone who has weak sanskars. You will label them as bad if you are not listening to the Murli every day. Because in the Murli, all these concepts of the soul, Baba, drama, these are revised every day. And if you don't revise them, you go back to your old attitude that this is a bad person, this is a good person, this is a fair person, this is an unfair person. But you forget that this is just a weak sanskar. And Baba says that knowledge is very important. Yoga is important because yoga makes you do the karma, gives you the power to do the karma which you understand is the right karma. So let's say you have power of knowledge. You understand very well that this is not a bad soul needing punishment. This is a weak soul which needs compassion. You understand that from knowledge. But if you don't have yoga power, you will understand everything but still give punishment and not compassion, because you don't have the capacity to give it. And Baba says, when you do wrong karma, then you go into self-doubt and your self-esteem is lowered. And Maya will rob you of your peace and happiness. And when do you do bad karma? When you don't have the right attitude and when you don't have the power to do good karma. So nobody does bad karma by choice. Yes, nobody chooses to do bad karma. But if my attitude is not knowledgeful, then unknowingly also I will think I am doing right, but I'll do the wrong thing. Or if my attitude is right, but I don't have the power to do it, I will eventually do the wrong thing. And then when you do the wrong thing, you lose your happiness and peace. So this is why it's very important to understand that knowledge, the power of knowledge and the power of yoga are very important for you to see with clarity. When the light of the soul shines, then you are able to see with clarity what is what, and you also have the power to do the right thing. So Baba says that's why it's your duty to keep your lamp alight and keep filling it with knowledge and yoga. And the first thing that Maya does is make you think that attending class, listening to Murli, having yoga is not important. And Baba says, how important is it? It is important to do daily. If it is not daily, then Maya is cheating you. Because only when it is done daily, then you get the power. And why else do you think Baba has devised this method of doing everything daily? Baba is not doing anything wasteful, right? So Baba knows that this is exactly the dose you need. And if Maya makes you into thinking, tricks you into thinking that class and yoga are not important daily, then Maya has already tricked you. And then you can't stop yourself from losing your happiness and peace because of wrong karma. So be very wary. So this is a note of caution in the Murli today. Okay, Om Shanti.